Hi Cancer, welcome into your weekly reading. I'm bringing you messages from the 1st to the 15th of March 2020. Not really date specific, I just like to let you know when it's being recorded and uploaded. But if the title speaks to you and the message speaks to you, it's your message regardless of when you come upon it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe. And for those who are returning, we are growing. We are growing. It's really happening. And I can't do it without you, and I can't do it without your wonderful comments and the way that you share so openly, and your very, very brilliant questions. So keep those coming, please, because that's how I decide what kind of readings I'm going to do for the week. So that being said, this week is about twin flames and separation. I'm starting here with the enchanted map just for you, Cancer, but this is in response to those people who have seen the past 2 weeks readings and have kind of felt a little left out. They're like, I'm not in any kind of communication with my divine counterpart. So this is for you, Cancer. If you know who your counterpart is, but you're in separation, could be recent, could be a long, long time, many, many years. So also, welcome if you're a cross watcher. Just know you may need to flip the energies around. Anyone can do that, actually. And if the message doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. I am speaking to the collective, so it just may not be your message this time around, but you can feel free to look at the readings that represent your rising sign. You can also be a cross watcher and watch the reading that represents the sun or rising sign of your divine counterpart. So those are a couple places to look for these individual zodiacs. When I do the elementals, like for all water signs in general, then you can look at sun, moon, rising, and Venus. We are in the Mercury retrograde still right now, so Mercury will be having an impact on this reading, just FYI. But let's go ahead and look at what is on the path for you right now. Wow, all three came up upright. All three came out upright. We have encouragement. That came out for someone else too. Unexpected visitors. Hello. And solitude. So I'm going to just take a quick peek at that. This encouragement, it came out yesterday as well for another reading. I can't remember which one. It's telling you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. I love that for you. Card 41 is, let's see, unexpected visitors, detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Oh, I love that. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. Pardon my lawn guys here, but they're coming twice a week now just for fun. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of a life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet except for spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. So that goes in a line with, I can't remember who I was saying, I think it was Aries. When I posted Aries, it's like, let go of attachment to the outcome. This feels very much like that. Like spirit is bringing some unexpected surprise your way. And so you need to kind of clear out the cobwebs and get out of your head any predetermined notion of what that might be or what it might look like. And just be open to receiving that gift. It's a gift. I love how this little card, and she's peeking through the hole. It's like a little mouse hole here. So sweet. And the last card up for you, dear Cancer, is solitude. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. What I love about this is like these two cards specifically feel like Spirit's working something up. Something's being worked up behind the scenes, out of your, even out of your unconscious awareness. And so the advice here is to sort of step back, get a little meditative, find the stillness, find your comfort in the stillness. You are being encouraged right now to step into your dreams, but welcome the surprises that come along the way. And the way that you can make space for that is to just sort of go zen for a little while, Cancer. That shouldn't be too terribly hard for most Cancerians. Really enjoy the solitude, really love to be home, find comfort and peace in the home life. So just be true to yourself. Okay. We're looking at twin flames and separation. How the masculine shows up here, 2 of Swords, and the feminine, 9 of Wands. Feels like it's been a very long, difficult, burdensome road here for those of you stepping forward in the feminine energy. But there's something here where you're being encouraged not to give up just yet. The masculine air energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is right now showing up with a duality of the mind, like almost of 2 minds, and that's causing indecision and stuck energy. Energy of the connection, though. Wish granted. Hope, faith, trust. Wish is being granted. Energy of the star, that is Aquarian energy. And then I'm going to look at how the masculine feels about the connection. Masculine is very protective here. King of Swords. Very much a protector. Looking at how the divine masculine sees the connection is as an opportunity to rise to the level, to a high vibrational level of honor, integrity, truth, honesty, wisdom, right? To use the best of all their mental capacities, their intellectual skills, their insights, their reasoning, their logic in a high vibration to serve the connection. I feel like they see it as an opportunity. And oh my gosh, King, Queen of Swords. Here you are. So that being said, we have a very mirrored and aligned couple here of counterparts. A lot of air energy coming through. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in, 4 out of 5 cards. So this connection is really, probably I'm speaking to a Cancerian who highly intellectual, very smart, razor sharp, rapier wit, good at logistics and strategy and reasoning, thinking things through, but also there's an air here toward honor and integrity and living by a code. This feminine energy in the Queen of Swords, she's a truth seeker, she's also a truth teller, and she's very warm and open and giving in her highest of vibrations towards entertaining the other person's point of view. Not in this deck, but in most decks, she has one hand extended, almost as if she's welcoming the communication. And yet here we have the feminine showing up in the Queen energy, which is also compassionate. The masculine showing up in the King energy, which is like double air and air. This person may not be very warm and fuzzy, which can be hard for the feminine to deal with, because if you're here as the feminine and you're Cancerian, you're very much always coming from a deeper well of emotion. Let's just leave it that way. In the extended, I'll be looking at how the masculine feels about the feminine, how the feminine feels about the masculine. I'm going to pick a card for the challenge or block to love in this connection, as well as next action steps or advice to you from spirit. And then the outcome and timing, if it's going to show up, that's where the timing would show up. Let's look at this masculine. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? So much air energy. Page of Swords. Sure. Little undecided about delivering some message of truth. The Page of Swords can be like the detective or the spy of the tarot as well. So, wants to deliver a message of truth with regard to reconciliation. I'm feeling like the masculine here is showing up in some stuck energy. They really want to move toward reconciliation here. The Six of Wands. Look at the wreath of peace there on that wand. It is a card of victory, of overcoming a challenge, something that's burdensome. Well, look at this feminine here in that Nine of Wands energy. So I feel as if a message of clarity is needed. This masculine is stuck, they're looking for some information, something that would provide some clarity that would allow them to move forward toward reunion, reconciliation, making peace with the feminine. That's beautiful. I feel like for many of you, you're dealing with somebody who's an Aquarian or has a lot of air in their chart. Possibly even Mercury in an air sign. Feminine is healing. Okay, and underneath the deck is the Magician. So in this case, the feminine who's here in this Nine of Wands, showing up in the energy of, like really a wounded warrior and taking time out to heal right now, hasn't totally given up. This isn't the Ten of Wands, it's the Nine of Wands, but kind of on their last leg, feeling like they've run out of time, run out of hope, but yet they've pulled back to heal. They're really looking for the joy in life, healing and trying to be in an energy of gratitude and happiness. It isn't easy because deep down underneath, this is the energy. Underneath, this feminine is suffering and struggling, but is trying to really use gratitude as a means of healing. Seven of Wands, they're kind of resisting falling into a trap of negativity, standing up for themselves here. This is the Seven of Wands is very much like, hey, wait a minute. There's boundaries here. So I do feel that what's happening is as this feminine uses gratitude to heal, they get stronger with regard to their boundaries and what they deserve. And they're manifesting underneath the energy of the Magician. Virgo and Gemini ruled by Mercury here. So in this retrograde time, I know that I'm talking about the retrograde. If you're watching this beyond March 10th of 2020, it won't mean as much to you. But right now, because we're in a Mercury retrograde, even though we're on the back end of it, that energy kind of comes through every now and then. And I do feel that the feminine is using that energy to manifest better boundaries, to manifest clarity, to manifest the happiness and joy that they seek. They have everything they need. That's the most important part. If you're here as the feminine, you have everything you need to come through this. This is a difficult period, but you have everything you need to come through it. If you stay focused on the gratitude, stay in the energy of, maybe pulled back. The Four of Swords is a little less out there in Partyville, but yet the Nine of Cups is a card of celebration, is a card of joy, is a card of happiness. I'm just going to say it for some of you, not all of you, but the way the cards are lining up, it's very possible that for some of you, you may have been dealing with a masculine who is a bit of a partier. And there's some healing and boundaries, right? Standing up for yourself and setting boundaries like, yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. And maybe being at the end of the line there in terms of your tolerance of it. So for some, I have to read the cards as they come out. It's not going to resonate with everybody. That's fine. I just felt compelled to share that for someone who may need to hear it. And so what you're manifesting then is a better boundary situation with regard to that, being more clear. But there's a lot of hope and faith in this connection. Star energy, beautiful. Queen of Cups, emotional availability, high vibration, love. Two of Pentacles, how do we make this real? Fool. Yeah, I love this energy here of the Star and the Fool. And in between it comes weighing the pros and cons of this connection. First of all, coming forward in this beautiful Queen of Cups energy, high vibration, love, emotional availability, compassion, having compassion for each other. So I already feel that's showing up there. This is the card of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So you're kind of showing up right here in this part of the reading. And yet there's like this juggling. It's not as stuck of an energy as the Two of Swords. I almost feel like maybe this masculine is already of two minds, that with some information, like they're just waiting for one hint and then they're going to make their way back. They're waiting to hear one thing or see something. The masculine is just waiting for a sign that will provide the clarity they need to move in toward reconciliation. So that's what I feel. But in the connection, I feel there's still this like juggling realities on the ground. Things are not calm and smooth, but there's hope that a new day will dawn in this connection. So I feel there's still emotional availability here, genuine love, unconditional love. That Queen of Cups is also highly intuitive, and the fact that it's coming out on top of the Star gives me an extra little flavor of the energy coming from the Cancerian that's here watching, the water sign that's here watching, that they are connected to their higher self. They are connected to their spiritual team, and that's the guidance that's coming in, and that will lead you to a new day in this. I do feel that a leap of faith is coming in the connection. And we got the King and Queen of Swords here. Wow. Very mirrored energy. This is how you see the connection, masculine. Wanting to win it. Oh, wow. 2 5s in a row. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay. So it feels to me like the masculine is looking at their beliefs about commitment here. And there's conflict. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. This masculine, being how they feel about this connection, remember when I said in the beginning that it elevates them. It raises their vibration of honor and integrity. This is not honor and integrity. 5 of Swords, 5 of... There's conflict here that I feel is coming from the outside. I think it's interfering with this connection, moving toward commitment. So I do feel that that's something we have to look at in the extended, because that may be where the actual challenge or block is. That 5 of Wands feels like outside interference. The 5 of Swords is coming from the inside. There's like a battle, and there's strategy being used here on the part of the masculine. I don't think that it's strategy being used against the feminine or like to manipulate the feminine. I feel there's some outside interference There's some outside source. And this masculine is playing a very strategic game. And it is about their values and their morals. And it is about how they view commitment. And they're being challenged here. Their views, their beliefs may be changing based on the conflict. The feminine looks at this connection from the viewpoint of the Queen of Swords. Got some questions for you. Nine of Wands comes up again. Yeah, this feminine feels very much... Oh, Knight of Wands. Let me get a couple cards out here. Four of Wands. And Six of Cups underneath. Past life soulmate right here. Twin flame energy. Four of Wands, Six of Cups. So, and then right before that was the Knight of Wands. And that Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. But the Knight of Wands to me, as it's coming out here on top of the Nine of Wands, I feel like the feminine is like, are you just going to cycle back through impulsively to get your own needs met? Because I'm not having any of that. I haven't quite given up yet, but I'm not all in for a repeat performance of episodes from the past from this particular story. And it is about this twin flame connection, past life soulmate. So I do feel that this feminine is bracing themselves, wanting to get to the heart of the matter on some measure of a repeating pattern that they cannot tolerate anymore. The lesson has been learned is what I feel the feminine saying. I've learned the lesson. I don't need to repeat it with this twin. And that's why they're manifesting some better boundaries. They're trying very hard to stay in the energy of reflection, reevaluation, gratitude, gratefulness. Yeah, happy with their lot in life as it stands. That Nine of Wands signals to me the energy of somebody who's like, yeah, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to be manipulated. I am manifesting my own inner strength, my own backbone here to establish boundaries that are healthier for me, healthier. Four of Swords. So that's where we stand right now, Cancer. That's what the solitude is about, is that Four of Swords. Unexpected visitors can be this Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, this energy from the past coming back. This person is of two minds. They're looking for a sign, that Page of Swords. And you're being encouraged to follow your dreams. That's what that Nine of Cups is about. Okay, my dears, if this is speaking to you, the link to the extended is below. I'm going to explore how you feel about each other, blocks or challenges to love in this connection, action and advice from spirit, outcome and timing. Links below. I'll see you there in a minute. Otherwise, I'll see you in a future reading. Have a great day. Bye.